Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Nox. I'm Nosgard Silverclaw with our character here, Jack the Novice Warrior. And before we go on, you see this cave? There's clearly a cave here in the water, and you can kind of see through it, so I'm convinced that there's got to be something back there. But I have never on any character figured out how to get back there, so maybe I'm crazy. Anyway, if you go back here and just push this comically large boulder, it leads to a secret passage. This secret passage is actually very important to the Conjurer path. And for the Warrior, it's just a little basic secret. Take care of some easy spiders here. Make a little bit of experience, a little bit of gold, and we can carry on. I don't see a point of charging enemies I can kill in one hit anyway. But yeah, this actually leads to a house which has no bearing on the Warrior. But as I said, the Conjurer, this house is very important to him. So, come back here, open this up, and we get a ruby key. And we get a flimsy leather helm of the Wasp Bane. Now we have a helmet on, which I believe is the last piece of gear that to date we didn't have. You could not get in this house from the outside, by the way. So that is kind of what makes it a secret. And that's my secret paranoia kicking in again. Convinced that there's secrets where there isn't. I just have to smack walls that I think are suspicious, even though I already know the outcome. Here we get to the Ix Cemetery. I'll just beat down some of the poor urchins here. A lot of urchins. This level might as well be called, like, Urchin Slaughter 101. Yeah, I mean, urchins are easy. I'm not even using the good weapons on them. I'll just beat them down with the stick. They're urchins. What are they gonna do? Throw little pebbles at me? Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what they're gonna do. So on the outside, you can see here, there's nothing of interest. But there is some good stuff in here. This does, by the way, lead us to the Urchin Den, which is kind of where we're trying to go. Kind of the whole point of this mission. Huh. You can see there's definitely gold hidden back there. You just gotta find the right spot in the fence to get out from. There it is. I knew it was here somewhere. So, you can break that to come back here and get easy 50 EXP and 27 gold. And some very, very noisy wolves. You can also run up this way, but you'll see that there's nothing here, so don't waste your time. Just proof of concept, there's nothing up there. Man, this cemetery's got way too many wolf howls when there's no wolves in it. In here we've got some spiders. Easy enough to take care of those. Get a health potion for our trouble. Everybody likes health potions, right? Oh, here's another hole in the fence for another easy money. So why not? And up here there is nothing again. But, you know, secret paranoia, can't help it. I gotta stop saying it. You guys are probably getting sick of me repeating the line secret paranoia. It's becoming a catchphrase that it's not even a good one. Let's just make a quick sweep here, make sure there's nothing else. Okay. Because the reason I'm checking carefully is because there is a point of no return coming up. When you get down here, you got Urchin Spam. The urchins can be stunned if they try and run away with your stun ability. But really, they're no threat. I mean, they're just throwing rocks, they're not doing much damage. Just beat them down and be done with it. As you can see, the cemetery leads onward to Urchin territory. You can't get through here without a gold key, so that's going to be our goal for now, is to find the gold key. Okay, nothing there. Just had to be sure. So keep your eyes peeled, because we are now on the kind of wall that does contain secrets. And you definitely want to just, you know, keep your eyes open, make sure you don't miss any. Another thing about Urchin is that they're really not, you know, dangerous at all. But at the same time, in large enough numbers, any enemy could overpower you. And they do come in very large numbers in this one. Good combo of charge, scream plus charge can normally take care of them pretty easily, though. And when that fails, you can just run them down and beat them to death. I mean, they are very basic enemies. Arguably one of the most, if not the most basic enemy in the game. Okay, nothing back there. Just checking. I do know where the secrets are, but every time I play this game, I swear I find a new one. No matter how many times I played, so I'm still paranoid. Oh look, an urchin. Let's go say hi. Hi, urchin. And more urchins. Yeah, it does get a bit more exciting after Chapter 3, but the first 3 chapters for everybody's quest are kinda, well, easy. So here we've got a whole bunch of urchins back there, but we can't reach them because that's just a window, not something we can break. So we can carry on. We'll bump into them later. Yeah, as you can see, urchins are kind of Where did he come from? There's no door back here, is there? No. Yeah, I have no idea where that one came from, how he got behind me, but whatever. First off, stun him. Beat them all down before it wears off. And the urchins have pet scorpion for reasons I don't understand. Why would a scorpion allow the urchin to keep it as a pet? Well, whatever. Continue with the genocide, which is the only term I can come up with that would remotely describe what's going to happen today. And then you can carry on. Oh, there's the scorpion. Oh, okay, you see that? How my bar turned green? That's poison. I'm going to take constant damage until I fix it. I can fix it by taking one of my 5 poison cures, which you can carry up to 9 of those at a time. See, that thing would have been worth actually, you know, using a good weapon on, but, It's Chapter 3. I'll start getting nervous about my life in Chapter 4. That's when it actually gets a little more tricky. Oh, more urchins. And more. Okay, now back here, you notice you can move all this stuff around. Sometimes they actually do like a stick secrets behind bookcases like that. So definitely keep your eyes peeled. Another trick for finding secrets, which is highly effective, and I haven't shown it out previously because I didn't feel like it, but today I do feel like it, you just turn your map on. If you see a little, like, little lines poking out, I'll show you later on, but sometimes you can spot a secret on the mini-map that you can't spot elsewhere. You'll be seeing that later, don't worry. So let's go ahead and turn that on so I can demonstrate that when the time comes. I could have shown it much sooner, but I didn't want to bog you guys down with too much information. And more urchins to come throw rocks at me. And die. Horrible death. I mean, I'm not even getting experience. That's how weak urchins are. I don't understand the game design decision to send you on Chapter 3. Not like Chapter 1 or 2, but on Chapter 3, where you should have had time to learn how to play the game, I don't understand why they sent you to fight a bunch of enemies that you, well, can't even get EXP from by this point if you find enough secrets and kill everybody. It just seems like an odd design choice to me is all. But, whatever. I mean, look, they're just running away. It's kind of sad. So, charge him, stun the other one, walk up and smack him. But this is exactly where stun really shined, you know? It is without question made for situations like this. It's built from the ground up to be about... Oh, my staff just turned funny colors. Well, that's what I get for being obsessed with secret checking. Whatever, we'll swap it out for a different weapon eventually. Actually, pretty soon. So here we've got a whole bunch of chests, but we need a sapphire key to get to them. So we'll make a point to find that before we leave here. Oh, that sounded like shurikens. Here we go. Shurikens are the warrior ranged weapon. Wizards obviously use magic to do range attack. Conjurers use bows. Warriors get shurikens. But I'm not going to waste them on little things like this. I'll use them later on something worth fighting. It's hard to have respect for a creature who I'm killing in droves like this, and I'm not really getting... They're barely scratching me. Just the food I pick up in the level is covering the damage, so... It's just hard to take them serious, you know? Nope, another one. I mean, granted, I guess if you didn't have all the gear I have, they'd probably be a bit scarier. Because, you know... Then... Yeah, if you didn't find all the secrets and have a full set of gear, they'd probably be doing closer to 2 or 3 damage. But even then, I'm not sure it'd be that bad. But, okay, doesn't look like there's anything else in here. One more secret check. Okay, let's carry on. Yeah, I will give it this much. They got the numbers right. If you're gonna do a really weak enemy like this, you might as well make sure it's got the numbers to actually hold its own. And they do have that. There's like a solid 50 urchins or some insane number in the cave. Okay, now right here's what I'm talking about. 1 second while I clean up the rest of the urchin. There we go. Now I want you to look at the mini-map, okay? Do you see that tiny little dot sticking off the side here? Yeah. Go away, spider. I'm trying to show something. That tiny little dot was showing the tip of the map for the actual walls deeper in, like that. And if you keep an eye out for those, you can actually find secrets that way. I have full, apparently, so I'll just go ahead and take one so I have full HP. And I have full stake, so that was pointless. Fair enough. Now keep in mind, just because they're stunned, obviously they can still attack. So you gotta be careful of that. But at least they can't run away like they love to do, because they're, well, they're cowardly. It's in the nature of the urchin, I suppose, to be afraid. And isn't that urchin I killed through a window earlier? Stop that. Okay, we can carry on happily now. Here we've got a hole. We don't want to go down there yet. Oh, definitely do not go down there yet. Not until you get your sapphire key and open that door. Because once you go down there, you can't come back up this way. That is a one-way hole. So, through here we've got more scorpions. This one I'll just whack. He's actually worth the trouble. Just dodge around him and kill his helper. Stop that. There we go. Hey, he's not dead? I thought I had him. But, well, whatever, he's dead now. So yeah, you can go through here, kill a few more scorpions to get some actual experience out of this level. Kill a few more urchins just because, well, they were there. Hey. Oh, there's that apple. I couldn't see it. It was behind me, apparently. That's weird. Well, whatever. Anyway, doesn't look like there's any more secrets poking up on a mini-map, and I don't have any others in my own collection of notes on the area. So with that, we can carry on. Okay, we got a few more passages to explore over here, and then we'll be done with the top layer of the Urchin Cave, and the second floor is actually a little bit more dangerous, so it should be more exciting. Stupid urchins. They can fight, they can't. Why didn't check the mouse can't over it? Mouse can't. I was gonna say why didn't check the mouse can't catch, but then they sent a scorpion at me, and that thing actually kind of hurt. So. Yeah, just abuse Scream on these things. It really is just the end-all for weak enemies like bats, urchins, spiders. Anytime you find a group of those, it's really effective. Especially if you combine it with shurikens. Like, urchins have a range attack, so it's not as effective with them in that regard. But if you were to combine a shuriken with a stun on an enemy that doesn't have a range attack, you could kill him before you ever get near him. And here we get our sapphire key. Doesn't appear to be any secrets over here. Or if there is, they are, well, not that I'm gonna find apparently. So now we got that, we can go back and crack open those like 4 or 5 chests at the beginning, and then we'll progress onward. A little annoying you gotta backtrack all this way, but, well, oh, here they are. But I want my loot. Like, here we get a sturdy iron mace of collision. That's a very good weapon for a warrior. Here we get money, more money, more money, and more money. Still, the main reason to come in here and go through all that would be to get that mace, because collision weapons push enemies back when you hit them with it. And for something that hits really hard, like, say, well, later enemies that are going to hit a lot harder, having the option to push them back after each hit so they can't counterattack will go a long way for you. That's not the right way. We gotta go down here. So, we go down here, and we're almost done with this place, don't worry. Drop down the hole and... I don't much care for this notion. I feel trapped. And look! A massive... Now, he's actually big enough that he's not, he actually can kill you is what I'm getting at. And you've got a lot of health, as you can see. I like to pick off his health and isolate him in a corner like this. Go ahead, grab some more quick food. But yeah, I like to kill his health before I engage him. That way I can just have a one-on-one with the guy who can throw magic and do things that are remotely scary. He still runs away. He's still an urchin after all. And then they send 2 more when you kill him with a surprise attack. Let's get around the corner here. Buy ourselves a second. Remember, they can't cast spells on something they can't see, so if I don't have line of sight, they don't have line of sight. See what I mean? And now we can get him. Another one down. Go ahead, beat down the last one since he's all alone now. We'll be done with it. Alright, now it's getting a little dangerous. But nothing we can't handle. Interesting thing about the shaman urchins is that they... Wait, where is it? Well, normally they drop their staff when they die. This one doesn't seem to have dropped one. That's odd. Okay, well. Normally they do. I don't know what that's all about. Weird. Anyway, normally they drop their staff, but that one, well, he's a rebel without a cause or something, I guess. Oh, this one dropped the staff. Here we go, yeah. That's why I said don't worry about the fact our staff's about to break. because we're gonna get like 3 more. Normally we get 3 more. This time apparently we're getting 2 more, but, well, what can you do? So go ahead, beat down some urchins. And look at that, we almost got all our HP back we lost in the boss fight. And yeah, that's pretty much the boss fight for the area. There's a few more enemies, but I'd say the hardest point in the level is when the 2 boss urchins ambush you like that. I think they're called Urchin Elder, I think is their official name. Not 100% sure, but I believe it is. I don't know, that wall looks suspicious to me. There we go. So through here we've got, well, the door they were hanging out in, and not much else just yet. But it'll get more interesting in a moment. Get some nice... There's the scepter, which is, well, our quest. The reason we're here is to get that scepter. Just checking that real quick, because I'm impulsively paranoid. Okay, still nothing, still nothing. Here we've got a whole bunch of stuff to break, because why not? It's a good reason, right? Why not? And because I want the money. Every adventurer likes money, that's kind of why you're an adventurer. Now here's another interesting thing, okay? Yeah, they ambush you with 2 scorpions at the end, but given the long linear hallway, it's really not that scary. You can just dance around them if you want. I mean, if I want to, I could even be cocky and do stuff like this. Just in and... Oh, I'm glad that happened. I didn't show that off yet. Yeah, enemies can actually pick up... They can't use potions like this, but the enemies will actually pick up food on the ground, and they will actually eat it, which gains them back the health they lose. It's a pretty neat little feature, especially... I mean, any enemy will do it, but I seem to feel like animals like scorpions and bears are more prone to doing it. But anything can. And here we meet, it appeared, that warrior who they sent in before us. How did you lose to a bunch of urchins, dude? You've got better gear than me. You suck.
My brother in arms, many thanks for coming to my aid. But too late, I'm afraid. My wounds are mortal. I cannot move. But I must tell you... I chased the urchins into the cemetery's underground crypt. But the crypt has been violated by yet another bizarre evil. Hordes of undead. I saw them near the entrance, commanded by a woman's voice. She was chanting...
Okay, now to be fair, if there were skeletons, zombies, and a necromancer, then I'll let it slide that the urchins beat him up, because maybe he got wounded by the undead. And with that he dies, and whoa, we got undead. One final surprise. As you can see, undead are not stunned by that shout ability. And they're actually kind of tough. They have a shield and everything, so... Go ahead, beat down one, charge the other. And we can pick up all their old junk. They all drop flimsy iron gear, but this guy had chainmail, which is the next step in our, well, our upgrade path as far as gear goes. So we'll go ahead and pick that up too. And, do I want to go a little bit further or have we gone long enough? Another skeleton here. Go ahead and take care of him. Now, it's a fact that every skeleton in the game will drop either its sword or its shield. I want to say the sword is worth more, but you get so many by the end of the game that it's not worth getting fickle about. And they're skeletons, so they're pretty dumb. You can manipulate them around the environment like this. See what I mean? If you know how to pull tricks like this off, you can trick them out pretty easily not to be a threat. Hey, stop that. Okay. Another thing to note is that you know how I was getting hit but I couldn't hit back? That was because the staff I was using, well, it just broke, but the staff I was using before it broke didn't have the range that the sword had. I mean, it did have the range, but... Sorry, I'm tongue-tied here. It had the range, but once it broke and I swapped the fist, until I picked up that sword just now, I was swinging with my fists, which have half the range of all of the melee weapons, because they're fists. But I'm glad I was able to show that off too. It's a neat little mechanic to keep in mind. So, here we go. Yeah, you know what? I think we're going to stop here now that we've entered the cemetery part of the level. The level is very close to over, but we'll just wrap this up and enter Chapter 4, which is where the game actually starts getting pretty exciting. We'll do that next time. So for now, I am Nosgard Silverclaw here with our character, Jack the Novice Warrior, and I hope this helped you guys get through, well, the Urchin Den, which you shouldn't have any trouble with in Nox. Have a good one, everybody.